Hi, I'm Seraflor, and welcome to yet another video. It's been 6 months since the release of Wuthering Waves, and I want to re-examine it again, and talk about what's changed, what has improved, and what still needs work, and my own thoughts. So, let's get into it. The biggest thing that's changed on a technical side is how well the game runs now. I play on PC, and with my RTX 2060 GPU at the time of its launch, I had no glaring issues that interrupted my gameplay. However, I know the game was a nightmare on mobile, and that caused many people to quit the game. From anecdotal evidence from perusing the subreddit and the Twitter hashtags, it seems like the issues plaguing mobile has been resolved. Kuro fixed a lot of bugs and added controller support on top of that, so now mobile players can use a PS5 or Xbox controller of their choosing. I have seen a few threads with people claiming the game runs poorly on their devices, but after prodding, it seems like their phones were just too weak to run the game. Now, from what I understand, the mobile experience isn't perfect. Going back to controller support, the game only supports PS5 and Xbox controllers, and don't natively support something called the Backbone controller for iOS. There are a plethora of Reddit threads of people complaining about how long they've waited for controller support, only to find out that their preferred controller doesn't work. That sucks. There are some janky fixes out there, but this is something Kuro still needs to look at. On PC, pretty much every update breaks the game in some way, shape, or form. After every patch, I find myself having to repair the game for about a week straight, every time I want to log in. Kuro fixes the bug eventually, but it really is annoying having to do this every time. On top of that, other players are always reporting issues and game-breaking bugs every patch week. Instead of enjoying the patch, we flock to Reddit to complain the game isn't working. I don't know what Kuro needs to do to ensure their QA is up to snuff on patch release, but it's another thing that needs improvement. Gameplay-wise, I can't speak on it much since I'm not that good at the game still, but they have introduced a ton of quality of life concerning the ecosystem, stamina storage, quickly finishing dailies, more ways to gain daily activity points, and more that I'm not thinking of right now. The sheer amount of quality of life updates and features, and in such a short time no less, is really, really awesome. The events are also leagues better than what we got in 1.0. We still get parkour events, but they're way better than whatever the hell Overdash Club was. And I've also gotten several co-op events too. And most recently in 1.4, we got an event that introduces a new gameplay mechanic as well. Have all the events been perfect? No. There are some that still fall flat to me. A recent event where you fight waves of enemies being chief among them. But Kuro has a habit of stalking social media, so they probably know what needs to be improved for the next iteration. There are some quality of life I would like to see, namely the amount of late game rewards, and the fact that we still can't feed our echoes into other echoes for EXP. But hey, at this point it's not a matter of if, but when. Also, I didn't bring up the music in my previous video, but the music in this game, at first, could only be described as Hoyoverse music at home. It was just bad dubstep after bad dubstep after bad house music. Now, the music became thousands of times better. Resonator highlight trailers have better music, the in-game music is a lot better, and the battle music has gotten so much better. Now, when it comes to story, I like it as much as I like Fire Emblem Fate's Conquest story, meaning that it's a frustrating waste of potential that shouldn't be this poor. At least Rover isn't as irritatingly stupid as Corrin. I may have to make another video on Wuwa's story. Overall, Wuthering Waves, as far as the 1.x series is concerned, has reached its final form. Almost everything is better than where it started, and it still continues to improve as time goes on. As long as Kuro Games doesn't get complacent and continue to meet and surpass expectations, Wuthering Waves will have a bright future ahead of it. Thanks for watching. I'm on my way to 100 subscribers, so if you liked the video, consider subscribing. I also have a Twitter account that I don't really use. I should start using it a little more. So you can give me a follow there if you like. I'll see you next time.